What's up, guys? Today is a pretty exciting day for me. There's a couple reasons for that. A, this is my first YouTube video. B, I'm hanging out with my favorite human, Hank Strange.
What's up? I'm honored to be in your first video.
I appreciate it, man. And C, I love rigs. I love unique rigs. And this guy has a pretty rad Class B build.
Yes.
So we're going to check that out today. So, Hank, let's go take a look at this thing.
Absolutely, man.
What do we got?
All right, so what we're looking at is a 2021 Coachman Beyond, which is built on a 2020 Ford Transit chassis. It's actually all-wheel drive and the dually, and it's a V6 twin-turbo engine, so basically the same engine that's in the Ford Raptor.
Oh, man, that's a heck of a platform.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at it.
All right.
All right. Well, first of all,
Here we go. She's a beauty.
my goodness.
I call her Morgan. You got to name your rig, right?
I love that you call it a rig. It tells me that you believe in it. And
Yes.
what's the name again? Say it.
Morgan.
And there has to be a story for that name.
Yes. So have you ever seen Cutthroat Island, the movie about
I have
pirates?
not, but I know
Yeah.
you're a pirate.
Yeah. So there was
a pirate. At this
I
point.
am. And there was a famous female pirate in there, and her name was Morgan. But there was this dude in there that always called her Morgan.
That's kind of rad.
And that's where it came
I like
from.
it. I like it. Now I'm gonna start looking at this with a different eye. This is
Right.
like a pirate ship of the land almost. You live on this thing
Absolutely.
and travel.
Yes.
You
Well,
know?
so I bought this about 5 months ago, and this is actually my office. So that's the first purpose of it. I had an actual in a building office / studio that I used, but I moved out of that and moved into this, and I do my podcast in there. I edit when I'm on the road, when I'm running around doing all that kind of stuff, as well as kind of like we take it out on our vacations, but mostly for me it's a working vacation when I'm out on the road.
Well, I mean, from the outside looking at it, it's sleek, it's modern, and it's still kind of tough, man.
Yeah.
Let's walk up and take a look at the front and start there. I could see some wheels that aren't stock, and those things are bitching.
Yes. So these are the Method. I think it's like RM 901 or something like that. I'll have to look it up and let you know exactly what it is. But there's not a lot of companies that have rims for a dually out there,
Yeah.
and these Methods are pretty beautiful to me. And you need to get over the big. This is all-wheel drive, so the drive up front here, you need something to get over that big knuckle, right?
Oh yeah.
So this has it here, and as well as the beautiful deep dish.
Well, I mean, we're jumping right into it. It's a dually and it's all-wheel drive.
Yes.
Man, those
Yeah.
are two things I like. It means it's built to hold the weight of a Class B,
Right.
And it can get traction in all weather.
Absolutely.
Which is
And
huge.
Yes, and it makes it very easy to drive. And it actually has what they call sumo springs on there, which is kind of like difficult to explain, but it's a setup that helps stabilize the van when you're turning, so you don't have this big, the
that
van
top heavy sway.
going
weird.
like that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
It pretty much drives just like an SUV or like a pickup truck, which I've had a couple of those, and this is just as easy as those. To
That's
drive.
awesome. What I know of those sumo springs is the mannerisms. They take something that's a little bit, maybe a little clunky, not horrible, but make it really well mannered on road. That's super important in a rig like this.
Yes, when I see guys going out, I do a lot of Class B van stuff now, and I see people test driving Class B vans, and one of the things that they worry about a lot when they drive it, it kind of feels like it's swinging.
Oh man, that's
This
a
doesn't do
spooky
that.
feeling when they showed up in like a Honda Civic or something with their wife, and they're trying to convince her that they want something rad like
Yes.
this, and she's like, it's sketchy.
Yeah, but this, I think these are very popular. Now, not all of them are all-wheel drive. I think eventually Ford's going to make all of them all-wheel drive, but the all-wheel drive version especially is very popular. Other than that, you'll get rear-wheel drive, or you can get the 4x4 Sprinter vans.
Okay.
But those are typically rear-wheel drive, and then there's a Dodge ProMaster van, which is front-wheel. So to me, this is the best combination: all-wheel drive dually, the sumo springs, and then that twin-turbo V6 engine.
Man, that's
Yeah.
that's a nice drivetrain. And
Yeah.
my next question is, what made you pick the Ford platform and the Coachman? But you just kind of answered all that.
Right.
It's all sensible, usable stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know a lot about this when I got into it, and I just went to a dealership. In Gainesville, there's a dealership that just does Class B vans called Sunshine State RV. I give them a little shout out here. And that's all they do. So they had a ton of different vans there. And I knew I wanted all-wheel drive. So when I looked around, this was all-wheel drive, and I looked at all the stuff that it had, and I was like, this is it. This is what I want. So I got really fortunate there. It's tough to get them nowadays, but timing's
Yeah,
everything.
it sounds like there's probably a bunch of people getting into the Class Bs and stuff like that.
There are right now, especially with COVID, everything that happened there.
People want to get out.
Class Bs have been going up for a while. There's a lot of people doing self builds and all that, and I didn't want to do it because I don't have like your skills, man. You know, man. So I wanted to find a good company. Coachman's a good company. They stand behind what they do, and they build everything inside. So
awesome. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's open the door and enter through here.
Hank Strange's cribs, man.
Yes.
First of all, it's got rad running boards and steps.
Right. Yeah.
Pretty rad.
Fiberglass.
Holy cow.
Appreciate
This
that.
is nice, man.
Thanks. Let's put some lights on.
Yeah, let me get out of your
Here,
way.
I'll turn all the lights on. Here we go.
So you got a little power control center
Yeah,
up here.
this is the Firefly control panel here. You can pretty much run everything. So in the main window, this shows you your battery stuff. You can start the generator. This has a generator. Control all the lights, so you can go specifically to the lights, or the AC stuff if you want to, and etc. So there's a lot. You can control it here, and there's a panel in the back, and from an app.
All from an app as well, man.
Yeah.
Which is handy because if you're out and about, you could kind of mess with the thing if you're out by the campfire or doing something like that, right?
Yeah, if you're not far and you can see it, you can shut off lights or start things up if you need to. So first thing up front here, just driving, to me, the up front part.
That's
is
where
really
the business
important.
happens, right?
Yeah, so a lot of people are familiar with the Ford Transit. This is just like kind of modernized, so it's got a built-in navigation, Apple CarPlay, all that kind of stuff comes along.
Wait a minute, what's that? That looks awesome.
That's a 360 camera, like bird's eye view camera
Holy
system.
cow. So when we were outside, you could probably have seen us almost on there,
Yes,
huh?
absolutely.
Wow,
Yeah.
I
so you
love
can get
that.
top-down view as well as there's cameras all around the van, and you can switch to them
Epic.
and see where you're going. It helps. This has like the mirrors will warn you if there's people in your blind spot, but it also helps to be able to see them.
Yeah, you know what's nice too is it looks like it's running now. We're not the vehicle's not on, so
Yeah.
it works as a security as
24
well.
hours, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
That's on.
recordable.
Yes, it's recording. This particular setup is recording all the time, which, yes, I like that. So someone steals something, I have some evidence.
At least you know who you could be mad at. Right?
Yeah, or if something goes wrong, I could show it, or if there's an accident.
Well, you
or
know,
something like
from
that.
my experience, the bumps in the night when you're laying down and you're sleeping, maybe in a new place or somewhere you're not familiar, that's the kind of thing I'd love to roll over and just take a look, and maybe
And
it's
see
a
what's
critter.
out there.
It might
Yeah.
just be a two-legged critter or
Yeah.
a four-legged critter, who knows?
Right,
But
yeah.
either way, you need to know.
Absolutely. And then a lot of times, like, we might have all these blinds down and stuff like that,
Okay.
so you can't see out anyway.
Yep.
So that kind of stuff does make it easy to
That's cool.
see out.
So it's automatic.
Yeah, it's automatic. Like I said, this is very easy to drive.
Yeah, I mean, it looks, for being the type of rig it is from the outside, it has a presence. It looks like a rig.
Yeah.
It's big. It looks kind of like something that you really need to know how to drive. But once I look in here, I mean, I could see my gal jump in there
Yeah.
and take off in this thing.
Yeah, I mean, and we know YOLO can drive anything, but and same thing with my wife Lola. But Lola actually really enjoyed driving this. The one time I let her drive,
One and
So,
done.
just one. That's it. That's all she gets.
What do we got going on
Yeah,
here?
so this is a molly pack that I have for this. This particular one's from Grayman Tactical. So it's a
Okay.
polymer molly pack that goes on a seat back. And I just have it here so it can have all the things that we need if we're jumping in and out of the van. We have the basics that we need. So this is like this is a mutt. It's a mutt toolkit.
Oh, okay.
If
The
you ever
stuff you
seen
can
these-
reach for and grab a
from
multi-tool,
Leatherman.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've got a nice knife. This is a Tops Knives
Oh my
kookery
gosh, that
in there.
looks like that don't even knife.
Yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah,
Kookeries
Tops
are
Knives
dope.
makes good stuff.
Gosh, and that's a rad sheath that it's in.
Yeah, man. So I've got that right there where I can access it, as well as I've got an emergency medical kit right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And then this pack just has like ponchos and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, there's some Air Pro.
Yeah.
We've got ponchos in there as well.
Like an organized space that you know it's always
Yeah.
there, right?
Well, because if you break down or something's going on and it's
Yep.
raining, you don't want to look all over and try to figure out where that is. And
What is
this
that?
this is a shark vacuum.
It's a vacuum.
Right.
I thought I was gonna either guess it was some sort of camera gear,
Right.
or my God, I couldn't even figure it
So
out.
this is a buffer tube holder, and I use that because this fits
That
into
makes
it,
sense. That's
and then it's
awesome.
really just a
Oh, yeah.
vacuum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's pretty domesticated. He
Yeah.
might not look like it. For a pirate, this guy's got it
I was
going
gonna
on.
say I don't use it that often, you know. But
I was hoping it was a Floby, but then I saw how dialed you are on the hair game,
Yeah.
so it ain't a
you
Floby.
could use it for that. You could use it for that. But yeah, so that's That's just for convenience. In these vans, you're always looking, you're always looking for space.
Right.
So something like this helps give you more space to store
It's
stuff.
a commodity at this point. You need every nook and cranny to have something going on. I know that from building rigs, and that's dead space. There's a pocket from the factory, but you could still put like maps and books behind there if you wanted to. But
they kind of get jumbled. And it's not easy to see. You have to dig in there to get stuff. So I think this works a lot easier for me.
And it's pretty universal. Looks like you can go on any bucket seat.
Yep, absolutely. Cool. I could put one back here if I want to also.
That's so you do have a little kitchen area. I see that.
Yeah, this is what they call the galley.
Oh, we're on a land ship. I keep forgetting, man. This is the galley. So you'd get your rum and your bowl of slag or whatever.
And it's full service in here. So we've got a stovetop induction. Stovetop here.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice flush mount, super clean, so it's flat space to work on too if you're not cooking on it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm going to rig up something here that I could put on there and do stuff. We got a full sink and a faucet in here.
That's as good a faucet as I can imagine in a house.
Yeah, it's a household.
It looks practical.
That's what I like about these guys and what they do. Even this actually came with the van. So paper towel holder, you don't see that often.
No, that's nice. That's definitely typically an add-on.
Yeah, that's like Coachman. That's their thing that they do. Also, like here in one of the drawers is a garbage can.
Oh, look at that.
Built in.
That's epic.
Yeah, so a lot of people in these vans are like, where do we put the garbage? So there's lots of storage. That's like a little dish thing, but you got drawers here all through.
You need all that. You got to have a junk drawer, even on a pirate ship.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Here's the fridge, which this is running all the time. Got the goodies.
Oh, yeah, it's stocked up even.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this here?
Ginger beer, man.
There we go.
I don't roll without ginger beer.
Man.
Just you should know that about
the liquid of his people.
Yeah, the liquid of the gods.
Look at
Microwave here as well as more drawers, stuff like that for storage here.
Yeah.
Also, nice big countertop. So this furniture, this is all real wood furniture. Made by the Amish. This van, the coach side of the van was built in Indiana, and that's a big Amish community in Indiana, and they did the craftsmanship here.
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the things that I really focus on in my life and on this channel, something I really want to focus on is craftsmanship. And to hear that a community like the Amish community is getting employed to do this stuff for Coachman, man, that's a big plus. It's here in America. We're building it here. It's obviously, you could tell it's
absolutely
top grade stuff. It's as good as a house in my mind. I mean, these type of hinges and fasteners and all that
very
stuff.
Solid
Look at that.
stuff.
Look at the soft close. Yeah, man.
All of them are soft close, and they have like real. I like some of these vans have the hardware flush. I like that it's sticking out like this because I could hang stuff off of, which I've seen you do too.
Yeah, man. Everybody knows in an adventure rig, it could be a part-timer or a full-timer. It doesn't matter. You always need to secure your stuff and have a place to put it. And you can see that. I mean, as you look around his build, you'll see.
Yeah, that's just like a fanny pack that so when I'm taking stuff out of my pockets, I don't want them to go flying around. I just put them in a fanny pack.
I mean, fanny packs are cool again. You don't have to make excuses, man. You're saying it's just hanging there, but I've seen them sport it.
Yeah, so this model, after that, this model has like two, beds / benches back here. The one thing I want to say about this van is really just for two people. It can only safely seat two people and be buckled, so there's no seat buckles back here. So it's not recommended you ride back here.
But it's just you and your gal, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. There's some different configurations for folks out there, but this has the double bed thing. I'm gonna eventually make something that they connect. But like if I'm out on the road, with let's say you and I went on the road, you can have your own bed, man. You don't have to sleep with me. You know, you might want to.
That's for another channel, man. That ain't this channel.
Yeah. So these are the beds here.
Let me turn around here.
Yeah, and if we go back here, so the one thing about this model that made me really want this particular one, there's lots of different layouts that you can get, right? And by the way, I'll just put this.
So you got a little table. It's
so this is a lagoon table that goes on there, and you can move it around.
That was easy, man.
Configurations for whatever.
Okay, so earlier you said you do some podcasting and stuff out of here. This makes sense. Do you set up here, and this is where you do it?
I set up right here. Put all my stuff over here, cameras and everything over here, computer. I have a laptop that goes on the desk. I use this as an extra monitor, and I pull all those things out. I have my microphone hanging off of here.
That's cool.
Camera is on a tripod over here.
So multi-use of space. It's a living space, a crash space, and then also a workspace for you.
Yes, and I could do my podcast anywhere that I can get really good internet. That's the only requirement.
Well, what's your podcast? Let's talk about that.
It's called the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. And
my goodness.
That's the channel's called Who Moved My Freedom for anyone who wants to check it out, or you could just Google Hank Strange.
I'll tell you what, I'll be
and you are invited to be on there.
Well, let's make that happen.
Yeah.
So you said you had a monitor, so you could do like TV and stuff on there as well,
this
right?
is a TV / monitor. You know that, and so I use this for everything that I do. There's tons of, like I said, man, all storage back here.
I'm rethinking why am I not building Class Bs? Now that I see all the stuff that you can get in here, and I mean, let's be honest. Where'd you come out of? Florida, somewhere like that?
Yeah.
And we're here in Utah right now.
Right. Yeah.
So this is what a real deal van life would really look like. You could tell this guy's actually using and traveling in it.
Absolutely. And I use this. I did everything in here on the way up here. You know,
that's awesome.
So
tons of space. I like the
all
use
these
of
cabinets,
space. Yeah. Let me show them. Let me look around here because, I mean, that's a ton of space. That's a truck bed or a back seat in one of my pickups or Jeeps of gear.
Yeah.
But it's all stowed.
Yes.
It's put away, and then you are added on for stuff that you just want to have.
If you wanted to, you can put things under here. Store.
Like I'll get all the lights.
I'm going to put stuff under here as well that I can store little extra.
There's still
things
room. You could have nets, baskets, and then look at these power sources.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah.
I'm a big geek on power. I see USB. I see 12 volt.
Yep.
I think I even see 120, 110 stuff.
Yep.
Plugs back there.
Yep. That's what the TV is, and the TV can actually be removed and put outside.
Oh, is
if
that
you wanted to?
for real?
Yes.
For like a base camp, you could be sitting out in the evening watching football. Or
right by the door there. There's a hanger for it. We've got a big Max fan. This, like, I believe in Max fans, man. Check this out.
God, look at the size of that thing.
Let's see if I can get it to
compared
open.
to my hand. That's a good size. Good size. Oh,
yeah.
So it opens up. It's automated. And where are you doing that from? You had a switch?
It's a remote. But if it was raining, it would close on its own.
Okay.
And you know, you can shut it off.
There it goes. Oh, I can feel it moving air already.
Yeah, so this can move a lot of air. This can, like, you know, if you have this and you have a window open, you can really exchange air in here really fast.
Yeah, well, with the kitchen, the galley in it, that's pretty dang important to breathe, right?
Yeah. I'll shut it down here. Just because
there it is. Yeah, that's a neat feature.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, it's backed up by an AC unit, I assume.
Yeah, so we got a big AC. It's a 120 AC, and believe it or not, I just did so typically in this van, the way I bought it, in order to run the stuff in the back here, the AC or the power outlets back here, you'd have to run a generator. So my refrigerator and the lights can run off of the battery it originally came with, which is an AGM battery. So originally I had an AGM battery in here, and you can run the refrigerator and the lights, but not the AC and the outlets out here. I would have to run the generator.
Or be plugged in, right?
Shore power or something, Yeah. So now I have lithium batteries. I have Battleborn batteries on here.
What amp hours are you running?
So 540 amp hours. I have two 270 amp hour batteries.
All the power is the
answer.
You have all the power.
Yeah, one is outside and one's inside.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that can actually we can run the AC off of that if we wanted to for about 5 hours.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to work at a coach manufacturer years and years ago, so the technology's super outdated. But the one thing that's standard back then was you needed to be plugged in or running a generator to run AC.
Yeah.
It was unheard of to run off of a battery system for any amount of time, let alone hours.
Absolutely.
So that's a game changer.
It's big game changer. You could get it with the van. I could have gotten it with the van, but it wouldn't come with a generator. So, you know, I'm not as a rugged outdoors guy as you, but since I know you, I knew it would be good to still have a generator.
It's super good.
Yeah.
Well, redundancy, right?
Yes.
In all aspects of your life. I know you, in all the things you do, you're super good about making sure the stuff you have works.
Exactly.
And it does a job, and it could do a couple jobs if needed.
Yeah.
And it sounds like your mindset for this, if you had to delete the generator from the factory and get the batteries, it wouldn't do what you needed. You wanted it to do everything you needed and be able to do it if one system failed or was depleted fuel for the generator, you had the battery. Or if the batteries happen to be flat for whatever reason, it's been cloudy for a week or two.
Kick the generator.
Man,
yeah,
beautiful. So
or if we go way out there, like, you know, one of these days you invite me on one of your awesome adventures, I'm ready to go.
Stuff.
I'm ready to go, man. Right now.
Well, all-wheel drive.
Almost. Yeah, exactly.
Let's be honest. I'm going to be riding shoddy because now that I'm in this, I don't know about my Jeeps, man. I don't think I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's, you know, that's kind of like the gist of it here.
Yeah,
the big thing is the bathroom. I wanted you to go in there and check out this. Like, this is why I got it. A lot of these Class B vans, you can't stand, like, I'm 5'11".
Yeah. That's a full-size dude in there.
Yeah, I can stand up. I could have a shower in here.
You still have headroom, dude.
Yeah, I still have headroom. There's another Max fan in here.
Cow.
Above this.
Nice lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got its own Max fan.
Oh, it's like a wet bathroom?
Yes. Here, I'll let you come in and check it out.
So I'm going to step back in here, and it's a wet bath. First thing I like about it, besides it being Man, I can get in here.
And I'm going to come around the outside.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's a wet bath. So I'm assuming that, yep, there's a shower mount. So he could do a shower. Here it is. Look at that. I'm figuring it out, Hank.
Yep.
Man, no more excuses for Yolis telling her that I can't get it,
now,
can't get clean.
Can you take a bath forever in here? No.
How many? Do you happen to know how much your holding
The
tank is?
So we've got 25 gallons of fresh water on board.
Okay, that's a good amount.
Yeah. So and the you know, obviously we could fill that up. The hot water is about a 3 to 5 gallons, so it'll heat that up at a time if you want to have a hot bath in here, which you know don't typically need.
No, you know, let's be honest. It's a quick rinse off to feel better, clean up a little bit, and move on, right? And then get to your destination. If you get a chance, fill up the water and do more.
Yeah, you really want to get in here, wet yourself, soap up.
We got to talk about this. This dude has a back entry at the bathroom. I could imagine some pretty scenic man time.
Yes,
like, where you're
exactly.
just chilling on the phone.
Looking
out at nature, doing nature.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but look at this. There's
big cabinets.
You got
here.
cabinets,
I keep
dros.
this. Yeah, I have this usually wrapped up so that things don't come tumbling out.
Oh,
while
the
I'm
high
driving.
seas, man. I don't blame you.
Because it actually happens. But you know, it's got tons of storage. I can open it up here and you can get a look at what we've got
so you're
inside.
carrying all kinds of extra goodies. You got your tea and your bedding.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at this. This dude's traveling cross country and he still has
Comfort.
extra space.
Yes.
There's a whole section down there with nothing in it.
Right.
My goodness.
So I've got some of my stuff is actually in the house. So like how we're here and we're staying in a house here. I've taken stuff out and putting it in the house. But yeah, we got tons of drawers and things like that. And if you come back here, you'll see.
Let me get out of here. Bear with me. I'm gonna jump out.
So this is from the back.
Oh, look at all that extra space.
Yeah.
Little cubbies.
Because of the big bathroom back here, you get some extra cubbies in this. But the thing I was going to tell you is this space here, when I'm traveling, I store stuff there.
Gear bags?
Yeah.
Maybe groceries, a flat of water or something if you wanted to?
Yeah, just put all those things there, and then if I need to, I move them out of the way. But it's convenient. If you go doing big shopping, you could just easily just throw everything in here. I'm going to come up with I think maybe I need to get something Yeti-Built.
I think we need to build something there. You think maybe like a half station right here so it can hold the stuff, or even up in here?
Yeah, or something that like stands like this. I could fold it down.
I like it. I like it. We could do something like that. I want to know, so you got your power leads in case you're at a hookup?
Yeah.
Right, or going to charge stuff? I mean, you just carry all the little stuff.
Yeah, this is for the water. I can show you actually right now here on the side.
I will say, Hank, that this has to be unusual because I don't see a lot of Class Bs, but I've seen a few. And having the restroom in the back of the rig with these barn door type things, is that a unique feature, you think? Or
so Coachman has it, and I think there might be one other place that I've seen that has a floor plan like this. It is kind of unique.
Yeah, it looks handy. It looks sensible.
If you're a bigger guy like me,
we'll take you to the back of the house.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's go take a look over here.
Yeah, so on the side we have all the hookups.
Okay,
so
here we go.
If you're staying at a camp that has city water, you can connect to the city water and have that all the time. If you want to fill up your fresh water, you can fill it up here. This is the black tank flush. So there's a black tank, since we have the bathroom here, there's a black tank right underneath.
Oh, look at this.
And you can flush and empty that.
There
so
it
it's
is.
basically that right there.
That must be the generator
That's
exhaust.
the gen, yeah. And then this tube, I keep my tube that goes to the sewer. And then here's my LP gas.
So is the fridge like a dual, like where it runs on power?
It's only electric.
Only electric.
Yeah.
What's
the LP is just to heat up the van and to heat the water. And we could do a combination of electric only or LP or both.
So not only do you have the AC, you have heat.
Yes.
It's on a thermostat or something? You set that on that?
Yeah, I can set it. It's a Truma.
Okay.
So I can set it to a certain temperature, time, all that kind of stuff.
What I'm getting from this thing is it has all the things you need to be comfortable on the road and off the road, really being an all-wheel drive.
Absolutely.
Man, you're converting me.
Yeah.
This is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I would love to see you build one of these rigs.
Mine would be completely inappropriate. I tried to stuff like 37s or 40s under it, and some coilovers, and maybe get the 5 liter from Ford.
Some airbags on there.
Man, you know me.
Yeah.
But I love it, man. It's really clean. Awning. I think I see awning up there.
We do have an awning, and I can actually kick it out from right here. If you give me a second here.
Yeah, look at this thing. It's a pretty nice setup. Wow, you did that on your phone off the app.
So you can do it from inside or on the phone, and actually it has a sensor, so if there's high wind, it will close.
Oh, that's nice. So you're not doing the mad jump up and try to get it down before it gets ripped off the rig.
Yeah. So if there's too much wind, it'll close. Like if there's a little bit of wind, it's fine.
That's a considerable amount of
That's
shade,
a nice big
dude.
shade that you have to see what it puts
Look
on
at
in
this.
here.
It rained a little earlier and you had this thing out. We all were hiding under it.
Right, and we could do lights on there.
Oh, look at that. You see those lights come on?
Well.
So it's got an LED strip integrated into it.
Yeah.
Which is really neat. And it's light during the day even. I can imagine at night it's
nice.
like ambient light, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I've got a light that goes underneath here too.
A little day
that you
glow
can turn
stuff,
on.
yeah.
So you know which van is yours. Like
Oh man, I'll tell you what.
It's great, man.
Yeah. The color's nice too. I mean, it has this kind of like sinister but sleek look to it. Kind of hence the name, right?
Right.
What's her name again?
This is Morgan.
I keep wanting to say Morgan. Morgan is
Morgan.
Oh, man, you gotta roll it like that.
It's I like it because it sounds like Morgan.
Yeah, that's even cooler.
Always gone.
I see t-shirts coming.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll do some of those.
Morgan, that's really rad. Well, hell.
I'm really happy with this, man, and I'm glad I got to share it with you because we've known each other for some time, and you've like inspired me to try to get out there more and go to more places, man.
Well, I appreciate that, Hank, and you're doing it right, man.
Thank you.
You know, I know personally from talking to Hank over the years. Here, I'll turn this around. We'll stand here together. One of the things that I love about Hank is he'll talk about maybe some dreams or some goals that he has, and it doesn't matter if it's a year from now or 6 months from now. This dude does it. He makes a plan and gets out there and do it. Last time I saw him, he was playing with some supercars or some, or even a samurai. My God, he had a samurai.
Yeah, I had a samurai for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute. This came after the samurai. But what I will say is when he says it, he means it. And this is the proof's in the pudding. This guy's out here cross country, road tripping, doing his podcast out of this thing. It's the van life.
I've got guys like you and of course YOLO just inspiring me, man. You guys really do it and get out there. And I was like, there's no reason why I can't. But I couldn't, I'm not as tough as you are. So I got to pamper myself
by tough, he means leathered. This is a hard 23.
Yeah.
No, man, Hank, really, I got to just say, I appreciate you showing me around your rig. It's absolutely stunning. And I love the name. I love the look of it. And more than anything else, I love how it has everything that you need to be comfortable off the grid.
Yeah.
And that's what's important.
Absolutely.
Some of us, you said how tough we are. Man, some of us are glutton for punishment. Other people want a little bit of that. And this is still rough sometimes.
That's what I like about it. I can get out there and hang out with folks and not worry so much about when I have to get home.
Yeah.
So thanks so much, man. I'm honored to be in your first YouTube video.
I appreciate it, man. He's a mentor of mine on YouTube, so this might be a little clunky. It's my first video, but I'll tell you what.
I think you did well.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, he helped a lot.
I know a little bit about YouTube.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, Hank. I appreciate the heck out of you.
Thanks, man. Peace.
All right, guys. That was a pretty fun tour of this badass rig. I can't say thank you enough to Hank for just everything you do for us and the rad conversations we had over the years and kind of inspiring me to get out and do some YouTube stuff. So I have a feeling this is the first of many rig walk rounds, and I'm going to kind of dive in on this channel to some of the stuff I build, some of the cool stuff I'm fortunate enough to get out and do. For instance, right now I'm hanging out with Hank and a whole group of guys from the Brownells family. Really awesome. I feel really fortunate, and most of all, I love seeing people getting out there and living life and experiencing the freedoms that we have in this country. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit that bell, drop a comment, like the video, tell me what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of, and I'll catch you next time. Much love, guys.